Yeah, Jock, he can make tough plays too. I haven't watched a ton on Iowa as of right now because I watched Omaha last night. I got in the office. I watched Iowa this morning. I had a couple meetings. And I'll go back and I'll watch Iowa for the next couple hours, practice, and then watch them all night. But just watching Jock and knowing him, he can get his shot really anytime he wants it. Whether they run good offense or bad offense, he can make shots. And so we've really got to do a good job of denying him, being there on the catch, contesting all his shots. The one thing Iowa's been able to do, and I'm really diving into them now, but they're averaging 87 points a game, and they've played a good schedule. I mean, they played Notre Dame, Seton Hall, Virginia, Memphis. Those four schools are all really good, and so they can score. And so our defense is gonna have to travel over there. I think everybody was yelling at me. George texted me last night that stay in Iowa City if you don't win on Thursday. Because I text George and I said, "Were you guarding Klay Thompson last night?" But and so then he responded with that. But probably between George yelling at me about Utah, but I'm just joking, though he probably was. But we just had to slow him down. That was as good of an offensive performance as I've seen. I mean, we threw George guarded him, Nader guarded him. We had 2 or 3 different guys on him, and they just came out and really just hit us in the mouth. But the biggest thing, I didn't even really talk about Utah. I think I just went in there in the locker room and talked about the one game that I remember watching the year before was the Oklahoma game. I don't know, you get in the season, but I liked watching Iowa State. I liked watching Fred's teams play. So I was watching that game, and they're down 20, and then it's like 16, and then it's 12, and George and Monte are putting on a show and making shots, and I just told them to take that same mentality. And I mean, we're down 18. This crowd's so good, you're down 18, and it's just everybody's cheering it up, and I'm like, man, they're going crazy. We just cut the lead from 20 to 18. That doesn't happen everywhere now. Some places, man, they'll boo you. You're down 18 and cut it from 20 to 18. But that was really it. I mean, obviously Matt did a terrific job. We got a couple breaks down the stretch. But some of those games even out, and so, between the Cincinnati Gonzaga game, hopefully down the road, we'll have 1 or 2 of those come our way. I think, every school you're at, probably this is the 3rd school I've been at where you have a distinct rival, non-conference and conference rival, and I think it's great, the rivalry, obviously, whether it's football, basketball, the Cy-Hawk Challenge. I think that's really cool, how the 2 schools, do that and give the trophy at the end of the year. And so, when it comes from the top down, obviously, as a coach, it's a big deal. And it comes from the top down that this is obviously really important. It's the next game. We got to win it because it's the next game. But I know what it means to these people. I know the rivalry, just being around our guys, listening to George talk, listening to those upperclassmen. Obviously, it's like we were walking off the floor. Monte was like, and he just said it quietly, just, all right, man, now we got the Hawkeyes. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal for them over there, too. And so that's why we got to go over there. We got to defend, we got to rebound, and we got to move the basketball. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we were more, man. I think we were all just probably ticked off a little bit and ready to play. And played pretty well. I mean, you beat somebody convincing, I don't care who it is, you hold them under 50 points, it's pretty good, and score 90 is pretty good. So, no, because Iowa's focus level, I'm sure, will be at an all-time high. I mean, they know this is a big game. It's a big game. Anytime you play another high major, it's a big game. And then it's a big game when you play the other teams, too, because you got to take care of business there. You can't have a hiccup on those games.